the big news of the community, and that is the Junk Expo coming up. You guys just announced it. I am so excited about this. It is a 2-day event this time. Oh my God, that is just, you can't get better than that. So, Matt and JoJo, want to give us a little details and everything?
Oh, yeah. Junk Expo 2025. We are so excited, and just, yeah, like you said, 2 days. So instead of just one day full of information, we're doing 2 days. One day just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to network. It wasn't enough to have like all the fun. It wasn't enough to like soak up all the knowledge that is dropped on you at the Junk Expo. And, we handpicked our speakers because they're good people. They're good, solid people, and each one has such strong strengths, right? So we keep our eyes open, and we know people, in the junk community, and when they are really starting to do some amazing things, we like to acknowledge that. So, we have Abel this year, who is doing so much about PR, public relations, and we chose him for that because he's out there in his community and he is growing his business that way. And Dave from Junk MD, we handpicked him because he is really shaking some boots on social media with his creative posts that he's doing, that is really engaging his community. And it's just, we handpicked certain people because of the value that we know that they could bring to people, because we want people at the Junk Expo to be able to write down certain things that they're not implementing in their business that they could do when they leave the Junk Expo that doesn't cost them any money. It's just certain things that they're going to see and they're going to be like, why are we not doing that? Like, we should be doing that. It doesn't cost anything, takes a little time. And so, yeah, we're going to pretty much show you how to become a celebrity in your area.
So one of the reasons why I picked Abel from Temecula is because if I think about junk removal in LA, he is the first person I think of. I think Abel. And when I think of San Diego junk haulers, the first person I think about is Junk MD. These guys are out there killing it. We got Xavier's going to be there as a speaker. Kevin's going to be there too. He's going to have a booth. There's going to be so much knowledge in the room. So if you're a hustler, you're about your money, you want to learn the tricks, how to make more cash in the junk business and do stuff without paying for a bunch of ads, because we've been in the business for 8 years. We never paid for Google ads once. So this year, me and the JoJo are going to be speaking on branding, how we get a bunch of these realtors on the team, and how we utilize Facebook. So it's a must. You got to be at this expo. It's going to be a 2-day event at the same price. And people, I'm telling you right now, get your tickets before they sell out. Because last year I had a bunch of people blowing my phone up.
Waiting to the last minute.
I was like, you know what? The tickets are gone. I'm sorry. And they kept asking me, are you going to do it next year? Are you going to do it next year? I had so many people emailing me and texting me saying, are you guys going to have another Junk Expo 2025? I talked to the JoJo and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. We had so much fun. In the networking, meeting haulers like you, meeting Kevin, meeting so Xavier, fun. Meeting Andrew is priceless. It's hanging with some go-getters for 2 straight days. It's going to be off the hook.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sippy Hall says, when the cigar rose fires up, that's when I know on the right podcast for tonight. Hell yeah, Sippy Hall. Brother Sippy, you making the trip over for the Junk Expo, man? We gotta smoke some cigars over there October 24th and 25th. Definitely got to get in there for that. And I'm gonna vouch for them guys. So I was at that first one. It literally was like the very, very beginning for me. I was about a month in. I didn't even start my business, wasn't up and running, was just kind of learning right then. So I didn't know too much, but I was like a sponge that day. I sat front row center. I had my camera set up. I was just like taking notes, soaking it all in, listening to all the speakers. And each speaker, they show their superpowers. Each person has found success in the junk industry, and it's a different path for each person. And that's what I find so like inspiring. And it's not just one route to get there. You know what I mean? So I was just like kind of amazed at that. But now this one, I'm going in there more prepared. I really understand the industry. I'm living it now. I'm working it every day. I've talked with a lot more people in the industry. And I got to say, Matt and JoJo, I thank you so much for all these new guest speakers that you are added on there. Now I get to learn about them. Now I get to see their superpowers because I didn't know about these people before. You know, I started thinking I was like, I knew the circle, I knew everybody, I knew the top dogs and everything. And then you introduce these new people, and I'm like, and I'm reading about them, and I'm like, oh my God, like how didn't I hear about these people before? So it's like, it's really exciting, you know, for me, and just to keep learning these different superpowers. And I got to say, with like Kevin Hess, you have taught me so much, brother, and you don't even understand it, bro. Like, I watch you just answering people back in Facebook groups, man, like just little random comments you give back in answers, and I learn so much. I find myself screenshotting everything you say and kind of just logging in my head, and I try it out on all my calls. Like, you know, today I actually did, you know, some of the things they did. I called on the way there, and I was just like, you know, I'm going to stop and gas up, wanted to see if you wanted a coffee or water or anything. And it's just like those little details that, you know, you never would have thought of, that you're like, wow, simple things like that brings a smile to these clients' face. So when you roll up, they feel like they already know you. They're all happy. Like the energy is just a great feeling. So it's
100%.
just, it's great stuff like that I'm learning.